I'd like to make a motion to have President Franklin serve as the vice chairman of the meeting. Is there a motion approved?
So move.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is approved.
The meeting of the Public Building Commission of Chicago held today, April 14th, 2026, is called to order. Executive Director Gitteroff, please call the roll.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. Chairman Johnson,
Here.
Vice Chairman Prettwinkle,
Here.
Commissioner Randall. Here. Commissioner Maldonado.
Here.
Commissioner Ellis.
Here.
Commissioner Steele. Commissioner Castaneda.
Here.
Commissioner Harden.
Here.
Vice Chairman, we have a quorum.
You have a quorum present. Chairman Johnson has requested to chair today's meeting via remote participation for reasons permitted under the Open Meetings Act. Is there a motion to approve remote participation?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. The motion is approved. The meeting is turned over to Chairman Johnson. Chairman Johnson.
Very well, thank you. Do we have to have an official motion for that to be turned back over to me? And voted?
Yes, sir, it was.
Okay, all right, very well. For public participation pursuant to section 2.06 of the Open Meetings Act, a public comment period is held. Registered speakers will be allowed 2 minutes to provide comments. Please proceed with the public comment period.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you for joining us today to share your comments with the PBC Board. In compliance with the Open Meetings Act, public participation provides an opportunity for residents to share their comments with our Board of Commissioners. Although this is not a question and answer session, staff are happy to follow up with you after the meeting. As a reminder, public participants must register 2 hours in advance of the meeting and are allowed 2 minutes to provide comments. Also, as stated in PBC's resolution adopted by the board, all public comments must be limited to issues of concern before the board or its committees. Remarks of a personal nature directed toward a member of the board, employees of the commission, or any other individual will not be permitted. Although we welcome public participation and public comment at our meetings, conduct or behavior that is not respectful or in violation of our anti-harassment policy will not be tolerated. Thank you again for joining us here today. Mary Pat, if you call up the first speaker.
Thank you, Mr. George Ledmore.
Thank you. The Open Meeting Act allows the citizens to speak. These contracts. See that Black people are receiving very little money with these contracts. There's something wrong here. When we have Black leadership, only Prettwinkle, we have Brandon Johnson, all these Black faces in high places, but it's about the money. And the Blacks are not getting this procurement money. They said in the city of Chicago, only 2% of the contracts goes to Black people. 2%. This is unacceptable. But you have all these Black faces. 2% of the contracts. Can you hear me out in Facebook land? 2%. There's something wrong here. It's something evil here. It's something un-American. They all are Democrats here. A one-party system. And for Mr. Allen, you're no longer on the Forest Preserve. That new person, President, that you have appointed, they're supposed to be sitting here, not him. This is the Public Building Commission. And they got people from the educational department and various departments that are present. So again, it's very important to have a man of Mr. Blakemore caliber to come to these meetings. And that's why they want to silence me. I'm very astute to public policy and government. And I know how this government is corrupt. It's wasteful. It's terrible. So, Mr. Blakemore, your minutes is up
Thank you.
and your
Our
time
next
should
speaker is
be
Mr.
up.
Kenneth Newman.
Mhm. I'm sure, I'm so very young. Are you hate?
Good afternoon, Chairwoman
Afternoon.
Practical Commissioners, Director, and Chairman Johnson.
Good
So
afternoon.
the Board of Ed is gonna be selling off some former school properties that are empty. And that's unfortunate, there are so many of them around the city. But I would hope that some of them would be considered for either to be used by the Chicago Park District, or the opportunity is there to sell them to nonprofits that might turn the schools into for the organization to have a community center. There are still numerous neighborhoods across the city, which are our athletic facility deserts. Maybe one or two of these schools could be torn down and the land used for a 400-meter track in an artificial turf field. I'm still looking for the PBC to resurface some tennis courts and add lights to dozens of them. We have a quality of life issue in the city right now. It's also affecting not only park patrons, but students in Chicago Public Schools who don't have tennis courts to use for their tennis teams. I applied to be the tennis coach at Lindblom High School several months ago. I went over to Lindblom Park. There's only one tennis court there because the other tennis courts have been taken and turned into a soccer court. Now, I'm a soccer fan. I play soccer, referee soccer. But the bottom line is tennis courts have been taken away near high schools. And now those high schools have to travel farther in order to find a court. So please, the PBC could do a couple $1 million worth of work on tennis courts, and we would make a lot of local tennis players happy, including adults who vote. I think people don't realize that there's been a negative impact on our athletic facilities, which is causing families to flee the city.
Thank you, Mr. Newman. That concludes our public comment period.
Very well, thank you. Consideration of approval of the minutes of the meeting held March 10th, 2026. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Is
Second.
there a second?
There is second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor of approving the minutes signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. The motion is approved. Now for the report by the Administrative Operations Committee regarding the meeting held on April 7th, 2026. The chair recognizes Committee Chairman Maldonado, who will present the report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dale Committee held a meeting on April 7th, 2026. Our report is as follows. The Director of Procurement presented one task order award for environmental renovation demolition specialty consultant services and two task order awards for construction material testing services. Details of these awards are included under tab A4A. The Director of Procurement reported on the assignment of a professional service agreement for cost estimating services to the PBC. The Executive Director will provide further details during his report. The Executive Director reported on field orders and recommended the ratification of change orders as follows. Kenwood Academy Link and Mechanical Project in the amount of $4,303.45. Forest Preserve District and Cook County Rehabilitation District-wide Bussy Woods and Dan Ryan Woods, multiple locations in the amount of $142,829.01. The Executive Director also provided updates on various outreach opportunities. The AO Committee accepted the recommendations and reports from the PBC representative, and that concludes my report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Is there a motion to accept the report?
So moved.
Is there a second? It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. The report is accepted. Now for consideration of approval of the acquisition of CCS International Inc. by CCS International LLC, and our Executive Director will provide the recommendation. The Chair recognizes E.D. Gideroth.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On October 1st of 2018, PBC executed a task order-based master agreement with CCS International Incorporated to provide cost estimating services. Recently, on March 2nd of 2026, CCS International Inc. was acquired by Concertus Inc. and converted to a limited liability company. The firm now operates as CCS International LLC. Under the new structure, CCS International LLC will continue providing services to PBC with no changes to their personnel, day-to-day operations, or quality of services. PBC has completed due diligence reviews of CCS International LLC. PBC staff requests the board's approval of the assignment of the existing professional service agreement to CCS International LLC. And that concludes my report for item A5.
Very well. Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, say nay. The motion is approved. Now for the report by the Executive Director regarding the regular reports, development status, and other matters. The Chair recognizes Executive Director Gitteroff.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Brief update since the last time that we met. On March 11th, PBC's design builder, BOA Construction, hosted an update community meeting regarding the new Kells Park Fieldhouse. PBC and its partners, the Chicago Park District and 27th Ward Alderman Walter Red Burnett attended the meeting. The purpose of the meeting was to provide a project update. The meeting was an excellent opportunity for the community to share feedback and engage with the team regarding various design ideas. On March 18th, PBC attended the 2026 City of Chicago Construction Summit at the UIC Forum. The event provided an excellent opportunity for PBC and its partners to share information regarding the status of current and upcoming work. We were honored to join in a panel discussion alongside Commissioner Randy Connor from the Department of Water Management, Deputy Commissioner Frank Grimaldi from the Department of Aviation, and Acting Commissioner Greg Turner with the Department of Transportation. And of course, special thanks to DPS's Chief Procurement Officer, Charla Roberts. Also on March 18th, PBC, in collaboration with 7th Ward Alderman Gregory Mitchell, CDOT, Chicago Park District, Millhouse Engineering and Construction Incorporated, and WSP USA hosted a community meeting at the Adam Clayton Powell Padilla Academy. The meeting focused on the feasibility study for restoration improvements along the Lake Michigan shoreline between 71st and 75th Streets, and provided community members with an opportunity to learn about the project, offer feedback, and engage directly with the project team. Then on March 19th, PBC hosted a quarterly update meeting with Alderman Jason Irvin. Representatives from the Department of Fleet and Facility Management and Path Construction participated. The purpose of the meeting was to provide an update regarding the Emergency Medical Services Addition project located at 701 North Kilbourne. Then on March 24th, PBC hosted its 9th quarterly Assist Agency Conference. Representatives from the Illinois State Black Chamber of Commerce, U.S. Minority Contractors Association, Women Construction Owners and Executives, the Hispanic American Construction Industry Association, the Chicago Minority Supplier Development Council, Unidos in Construction, and Hire 360 attended. PBC provided information regarding upcoming procurement opportunities, continued support from minority and women-owned businesses, and ongoing collaboration with all of the assist agencies. PBC remains committed to being accessible to the assist agencies, contractors, vendors, and suppliers, particularly the MBE, WBE firms. Our next assist agency conference is scheduled for June 23rd of 2026. Then on March 26th, PBC attended a community meeting in collaboration with 3rd Ward Alderman Pat Dowell and the Burling Builders Design Build team regarding the Chicago Department of Family and Support Services Bronzeville Regional Senior Center project. The meeting was held at Mount Pisgah Missionary Baptist Church, located at 4622 South King Drive. A follow-up community meeting is scheduled for April 29th. Also, since we met last, 3 community hiring events have been held. On March 31st, an in-person community hiring event was held at Kennedy King College for the City Colleges of Chicago School of Nursing, followed by a virtual hiring session on April 7th. On April 10th, a virtual community hiring event was held for the Kells George Park Fieldhouse project, with another virtual session scheduled for April 17th. On April 9th, PBC participated at the Illinois Hispanic Chamber of Commerce networking breakfast at the Union League Club. PBC provided updates regarding its program forecast, including upcoming opportunities. Finally, as a reminder about our upcoming 3rd annual connection session on May 14th, 2026 at Malcolm X College. Looking forward to seeing those of you that can attend. The event will provide attendees with information regarding PBC's upcoming opportunities and encourage industry networking with contractors, professional service providers, assist agencies, and MBE, WBE firms, subcontractors, vendors, and suppliers with a very strong focus on our student hiring initiative. And that concludes my report for item A6.
Very well. Thank you, Executive Director. Is there a motion to accept the report?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. This report is accepted. Now for the consideration of approval of a request from the Board of Education for the Public Building Commission to convey property of former school sites to the designated grantees as identified by the Board of Education. 5435 West Congress Parkway and 5400 West Harrison, which is Lewis Daniel Armstrong Elementary School, 1241 West 68th Street, Bon Temp School, 1326 South on Avers Avenue, Matthew A. Hinton Elementary School, 2221 South Lawndale Avenue, Paderewski Elementary School, and then 200 East 99th Street, which is John G. Shield Elementary School. Executive Director Gitteroff will provide the recommendation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On December 12, 2025 and January 29th, 2026, the Board of Education approved resolutions authorizing the PBC to transfer properties on their behalf. The resolutions are in your board books under tab B1. PBC holds these parcels in trust for CPS. The Board of Education advertised and approved these properties for sale. Following board approval, PBC will transfer the parcels as follows. The first, 5435 West Congress Parkway and 5400 West Harrison Street. The vacant property will be transferred to Breakaway Community Development. Next, 1241 West 68th Street. The vacant property will be transferred to Bontemps Apartments and LLC. Next, 1326 South Avers Avenue. The vacant property will be transferred to MKB Business Strategies LLC. Then 2221 South Lawndale Avenue. The vacant property will be transferred to P3 Markets LLC. And lastly, 200 East 99th Street. The vacant property will be transferred to Peace for Preston Foundation. Stephen Stoltz, sitting behind me from the Chicago Public Schools, is in attendance to answer any questions you may have. That concludes my report for item B1.
Thank you, Executive Director. Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Does anyone wish to speak to this recommendation? Very well, seeing no hands. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. This motion is approved. Now for consideration of approval of a partial undertaking request from the City of Chicago for the Gage Park Branch Library. Mr. Executive Director will provide the recommendation. The chair recognizes E.D. Gitteroff.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The City of Chicago authorized a partial undertaking request in the amount of $6 million for services associated with the evaluation and development of site, design, and construction options for the Gage Park Branch Library. Following approval, PBC will coordinate with the Department of Fleet and Facility Management and Chicago Public Library on the development of the project. We are proud to continue to partner with our city partners regarding this important investment. That concludes my report for item C1.
Very well. Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Anyone wish to speak to this recommendation? Seeing no hands, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, say nay. The motion is approved. Now, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second?
There is second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you all very much. See you all later.
It's a bad time to eat my cookie.